The line was crossed on a Sunday afternoon, the kind that smells like burnt coffee and unfinished arguments. We were standing in my kitchen. The clock over the sink ticked too loud. She didn't raise her voice, she didn't need to. Disrespect doesn't shout, it yawns. I only hang out with my ex every weekend because it's an old habit, she said, scrolling her phone like she was reading the weather. If you're jealous, you're not worthy of loving me. The sentence landed and stayed there, heavy, waiting. I said nothing. Silence is a mirror. It shows people exactly who they are. She looked up, irritated by my restraint. She wanted noise. She wanted me to beg for relevance. I guess he's more worthy than I am, I said. I watched her smile. That was the moment I knew. The relationship had already ended. She just didn't know it yet. The room felt smaller after that. Lights slanted in through the blinds, cutting her face into neat pieces. There were traces of him everywhere, his name floating casually in her stories. His weekends booked in advance, his comfort prioritized like a ritual she refused to break. Friends had warned me softly, politely, as if betrayal should be delivered with manners. She called it maturity. Said I should be evolved enough to understand. Said love wasn't possession. I nodded. I always nodded. Inside I catalogued everything. The way she never invited me along. The way her phone angled away from me. The way she dressed differently on Fridays. The way I became an inconvenience whenever he reappeared. In public, she laughed. Louder when he was mentioned. In private, she told me I was insecure for noticing. People at dinner went quiet when she said it. Forks paused mid-air. Someone cleared their throat. No one defended me. Discomfort is contagious. Cowardice more so. I smiled through it, calm, agreeable. That's when they stop seeing you as dangerous. The breaking point isn't loud, it's surgical. That night, I lay awake beside her, listening to the shallow rhythm of someone who believed she had won. My chest felt hollow, not heavy. That's how you know it's over. Pain has weight. Detachment doesn't. I stared at the ceiling and felt the bond dissolve. Not in anger, but in clarity. She didn't love me. She loved the power of being chosen without choosing back. I stopped touching her. After that, stopped asking questions, stopped reacting. She noticed, of course they always do when the supply changes. You're being distant, she said a week later, eyes sharp, suspicious. I'm just busy, I replied. That wasn't a lie. I was very busy. Silence is not absence, it's preparation. I threw myself into work with precision, took calls late, answered emails early. Smiled at my manager longer than necessary. I remembered the job transfer email I'd ignored months ago. Europe 3-year contract, promotion. Clean slate, I forwarded it to myself. Then I replied, yes, no announcement, no dramatics. I began separating things quietly. Documents first, finances next. I changed passwords, closed shared subscriptions, removed my card from her accounts, updated emergency contacts. I stopped being her safety net. She didn't notice right away. Privilege makes people slow. The first crack appeared when her card declined at dinner. She laughed it off, joked about banks. The second when her phone bill bounced. She blamed the app. The third when her car insurance lapsed. She called me irritated. Did you mess with something? I kept my voice neutral. You're independent. You said you didn't need me. Silence on the other end, a recalculation. Weeks passed. Her weekends with him continued. Photos appeared online. Smiles curated for an audience. Meanwhile, my life condensed into efficiency. Boxes labeled exit planned, future secured. She started asking where I was going at night, who I was talking to, why I didn't react when she mentioned his name anymore. Nothing terrifies manipulators like indifference. The night before my flight, she came home early. No perfume. This time, no confidence. We need to talk, she said. I was packing. Her eyes scanned the room. The missing books, the empty drawers, the absence of me. You're leaving? Her voice cracked. Not from love, but from loss of control. For work, I said. When were you going to tell me? I zipped the suitcase. You never asked, she cried. Then real tears too late. You're punishing me, she said. No, I replied. I'm choosing myself. The final act required distance. From another country, time zones apart. I watched her unravel through delayed messages and missed calls. She sent apologies disguised as nostalgia, regret wrapped in excuses. She said she missed us, said she was confused, said she needed me. I let the silence stretch. Then I sent one message, just one. I wasn't jealous. I was observant. You didn't choose him over me. You chose the comfort of disrespect. I didn't leave because